halt me. Even if this switch is off. Go on. What did you tell me true? You know what's just down.
I am not quite dying, my body left the rot in a hollow tree. No, yeah. On a silver screen.
I think I went into it.
What we could do, except for be I do. Let's slip away.
Am I missing the car? No. Looks like a car. No. On the right.
Let's slip away. To get it more up to my height because I'm liking it so much. It's at a funny angle as it is now.
In wartime.
How about just a little more? Hey. Yeah, we'll do them all. Let's go on the island. There, just clip this one, it's ready.
I had a woman there who had the most gorgeous hair.
Coney Island. I still don't like it. It's kind of a side holster. There we go. We got it settled in now. Won't be bad.
Yeah. I see it. I'm getting on. There's a little something. If anything.
We'll always stay. We all down in space. That's 1992. The joke we always do. What's the matter with you? Come on, let's go. Give me a ledge, I mean edge. To keep your head warm. Uncle Ford. I like it tight.
You're dancing.
I can't hear the listen. We can do this. That's all blasted. It's full blasted. Full blasting. And I'm not worried about my landlord. It's quite a life at this point.
Yeah, island.
That was the only painting I ever made high. I painted it
This is me and my
live.
brother.
That circular saw. I had it there. It was just a drawing with a brush. The only painting I ever made high. All the rest of these are.
It's going to be hard not to say something about that. Let's see. I used it to board up a painting.
I wonder what I'll say that later.
Materials. And apparently,
I'm glad I got it out there. That's
drove right
for
through it.
sure.
Because they patched up the crate with cardboard and sent it on. And it just happened to be missing this 2x4 feet charcoal drawing, my only self-portrait there. Well, no.
It'll be an art crime, a notoriety, a piece of someone saw something.
He was in know.
One day we'll know. I bet you.
We both had these little lights.
Betcha. Yeah. There's more lights up there than I thought.
Come on, show us the lights.
Okay. I've got a swivelly thing I can.
There's one. Yeah, there you go. Well, it's
Come
a
on.
little praying angel. There's mine. And there's me. Stiff up in bed. Now that you mention it. His light was stronger than mine to me. Mine had more definition apparently.
Yeah, you gotta go back. Yeah, we do that too.
I always thought I made two opposite hand things, but that one didn't come out as much. We'll never get to inspect the orchard now.
Never. Then these things come up, you know, the jitterbugs, and you can never tell. I think an arrow has to show up before it's.
Show out the eyes.
No?
Yeah.
I still don't know how to deal with that. Look at me.
See, I wanted that to
Appear to be a novice.
Because that's how I felt about it when I was drawing it. I was sketching something like that in. I mean, it hasn't left me. So, see, there's the standard model, and there's the glowing one.
My little boy. So small in times such as this. He and I had a thing. I've said it before. I know I mentioned it before. That'll be something close to lost. Certainly won't be well known. But we lay in a bed together at the edge of this lake that we were renting while the house was being built on Flathead Lake, and this guy was nuts and drunk, and his dog ran after rocks. You throw him into the lake. And my brother and I lay on a bed, and we touched toes, and we both knew exactly what was going on. That it was the last time we were going to do that. We both knew it. We listened to. I didn't say that. We listened to Bowie, but it was hunky dory. It was the first thing, really. I think we knew.
Who knows?
Like a low burning in the morning, anon, oh, burning round and round and down below that. My little boy that died delusional.
This is my audition tape. I see it now.
Slow burn.
This is what I can do anytime you put this shit up. And I can get the equipment. And I'll just, sit up on stage and verbal localize.
I love that made up. Surprise, boy.
I suppose it's a kind of a karaoke soul. But I invented my own invention. Round and round.
Slowly at the center of it all. Slow burn. Oh, come on. Let's do another one. Pretty flat.
Hang over the heads of those who've been hung in the past.
Hey, it's starting a lot. Hey, it's
Charming
jitterbugging.
recipe for change.
Did you see that? Blanched at that moment. That's it. Now it's rhythmic? Is it picking up on the sounds? Look at that. Maybe.
It's smart.
She completely stopped. I hope I'm here when the garbage bag up decks, because I'll pay them off. Well, paid me. I did, I heard it again. It's all there. Shit, that's what it was?
I think you only go about 8 more minutes to push itself out of range.
Send it to me.
I can stop it now. I'm tired.
And the letter when you're not in, doesn't mean you're not there. I've used up all the volume. The desert heat.
If you paid any attention, it was all hard to touch. But he did end up with the greatest model.
And the ladder when you're riding doesn't mean you're not there. Drink your wine. When you die,
Contribute to D-A-V-I.
A.
See, he spells his name and it's my brother's name.
D.
That's why we got this far. I see now.
My little brother made up left-handed swastikas, you know, somebody who was so stupid they made them the wrong direction. Well, he did one on the inside of our window, and one day I looked past it at a Jewish guy that was coming and realized later I had another thing with, like, I was laying in the field with a little, like, a inch and a half long green caterpillar kind of thing, and he was walking by then too. Could that be? We all knew him as Harriman. Wasn't Averill. But it would have been that my brother's backward swastika would have been a real swastika.
My jaw's cracking. At that thing.
And I can't imagine. He spent time with me, great deal of time.
Mine's pronounced in my head, since I hear it there.
Maybe he figured it out. Must have. Wow.
The same name.
My brother died. Delusional. I love when that thing up there, that buggy thing, there, the mouse. Cursor. Cursor. Never made sense as a word. An arrow is a what? It's a what's the speed thing? Something moving. Adverb.
I don't know what'll be picked up. There we go.
It's not an adjective.
That reminds me of a perfume.
Verb? Well, that's a...
You never know the intoxicants within. I was drawn in.
Future. I quit loving you. You don't give me a better future. I'm gonna quit. Residential what?
That's scary. Oh, it's in another video where it turned into the actual open.
I go through a forest, kind of, on the way to work. There's one inside of town, just like a golf course, in a residential area. And it's got a book or sign, and all you see is the path that goes back. You have no idea what the house is or who lives there.
Find out what's
Corey, 2020. That's all that's
to say. Help me throw you off. Studies.
Wow, someone's gonna be. I mean, we've got some stuff. We've got a stellar, and whoever comes out of it is going to sing like no one ever has in a presidency.
Something of Africa. Impressions of Africa, I'm sure. I don't know.
Well, kids will understand that the vote actually counts. I mean, they learned it through the last election. The last two. Oh my God, the women that came out.
Incredible thing. And the Comte de Maldemar, it got me to hear the exact opposite of the way it looks.
Yeah, I was able to read. I had a unique experience.
I always knew there was a second language, but I didn't know it could be trusted.
Reading that.
When I heard myself coming up.
Comte de Maldemar. Isidore Ducasse.
I found out.
Are those both names? Is there? I don't know. Remember the title.
The author.
Yeah. Okay. Here I am. Maybe he remembers.
Maldemar.
Is that all it is?
What's his name then? I've untangled half of it.
Run to your dictionaries. You don't have to, do you? Lord God.
I've been fixated on it forever.
So quickly.
Not that we had any sources back then. Said to make it up come.
Just popping out inside my throat. Numb and no one will recall me.
Really can't see the
water. All the tears in my eyes. That's a steamy thing there. T-M-H-V.
Won't last much longer. But it will last a little longer. That's good.
Wow, what a day. A day off. It's a Sunday. I'm supposed to be treating the guests of Riviera, but I'm not. They canceled major party things, and for this, 100% participate. I mean, yeah, we're not doing this one. This is great. We're going to this and this. Find out what else there is. Oh, we had a playlist. That was what it was. This one 9. Yeah, there's 4 in here.
So these are them.
Oh, this is what I got. Those books. And I didn't know what was coming.
So I got this prize out of it all because The others
There's-
were one for me.
yeah, I
for
thought I
nostalgia
couldn't understand.
as a kind of
I didn't know.
bookend for
Well,
the
no,
other for
there were
David
two
to have.
exact same
Which was a
shape
book I thought you
envelopes
could pick
on top of each other, and I thought it was just a
about it.
fin system or something, but it was two separate books.
This.
And then the other, and I thought they were both going to be the one.
We're going to be exactly
I think
the
is
same.
coming out
I
now.
have no idea what I paid. I think I got out of the worst one. It was coming from New Zealand. So I think I'll be okay. Eric, Russell.
Yeah.
Adventures in Mars. It's all
Now,
about
it's creased already.
illustrations.
The
I
cover.
haven't read that much.
I didn't notice till later after I videotaped it.
It's good at all.
This appears a lot.
All the time it's good.
Surprisingly.
And this would be Victor.
And this was a complete shock. I somehow just
Everyone, please.
allowed myself to spend money for the first time in
You have a lot to say about packaging.
ancient times.
God, what this? I had no idea. I seem to have come into Christmas on my own dime. Or my own benefit.
Yeah,
But I can hand them over.
I did. I sent to my son.
That'll do it. There we go.
Made a point of going to the place. He said he could find me a box.
Get this measured up.
He would like to get the message out that paper not be go around packages, because everybody does that. Everybody wants to, and they actually, some of them charge more
That's right up.
if there's paper around the box, and nobody knows it. And maybe this will make it popular knowledge. Couldn't hurt.
Tissue. My computer tricked me into restarting. Yeah, it's been like 20 minutes. Fuck, why? I know I have a scissor somewhere. I keep it close because I stubbed my cigarette tubes when I try to put them into the shaft that delivers the product. And then you have to try and pry them out and sometimes chop them off. So it's always there. And I just found my reading glasses. And I may have learned how space heaters work. You get to a temperature and then you turn it down to where it turns off. And then in a reasonable time it will start up again. If that's how it works. I mean, I have been struggling with, I bought, shit. Oh my God, I can't believe I have this. Here it is. I set it up, didn't I? Just keep it in. Yeah, that could damage a book. I've been in trouble. Bill, but yeah, I lost. I didn't think I lost at least one. I can't see how I lost any of them, but it's possible, and I know that. But they were both in my pickup because that's the only place I have a CD player. And I had one earlier because when I found it, or realized I turned it in and they wrote me that it was missing a disc. That's not bad on the film. It comes out okay here. Straight lit up there. All right, we're ready. Now there we go.
Yeah, still learning.
Yep. It's hard to give up.
That was the sound of cigarettes tumbling
Effects.
into their
calling again.
A signed box.
Oh, wait. Yeah. We'll make a horizontal video for them.
Yeah, we're going up.
And this is all about
No.
it because it's
right
getting on
there.
the other side
Do this.
with a shadow.
Yes.
Falling away. I can watch all this from where I see it.
Wow. This is the world I came from. I mean, I noticed it. It was going on all around me. And
Yeah, so I just figured out my
seems to be living proof.
when it's hot enough, you turn
But
it
I knew
where
it
shuts off.
was being talked
It
about.
stays shut off
Yeah.
for a certain amount of time. And if you like that timing of that heater, and this one is acting very perfect. I mean, like a kitty cat. There she goes again. Just shut down.
I'm so deep. Oh, yeah, you got to get up close. Oh, it's the only time I made a wide video ever. But you have to get this way to get color. And we'll see how. I want to get as far as possible and keep the
He
color.
just goes on and on. He never lets up.
Yeah, see it losing a little there. Yeah, it's bleached down.
He
Right?
never
No?
lets anybody off the hook.
Okay, better.
I mean, he had these people. Oh, she's a child. He's kind of a child.
Oh, we're missing a whole lot.
That's beautiful. Loving us.
Come on, closer. Yeah. There.
Is that cool?
It's sort of like a nap, isn't it? Doesn't that transmit napping? Didn't that transmit the melancholy of napping?
Is this not a ray with guts? Oh,
There's all that. Oh, yeah. We're just outside. Look at those little energies.
That word came out funny. No, he did pour. Now maybe that was a person on the street. He had nothing personal, but I promise. That would have been early. Early. And then there was Mom.
Well, I can quit now.
Friends were pals.
No, we'll wait. We'll let it run out.
So now.
But I mean, this is, I can't, there's nothing to add.
Yeah, come in.
The original is plenty.
And he did.
Somewhere the words plentywood came through yesterday. Oh,
And
I do. I just love these. So there's 4 minutes. We'll put up with me for that one. Oh God!
Reasonable. All right.
How could he have such intimate
Escapade.
intimacies
Why'd they put up with
to be allowed?
Wait, let's have a look at that because it's beautiful.
Ooh, Lasky.
I can't believe I heard this book. I have not felt any financial freedom
Really?
my entire
it was
life.
one of the most. Yeah, I just went off my head. You know, I've been a drunk for
About
3-4 decades, something like that. But it was one of the few times I exaggerated position. I bought these 3 books. One of them I made a big effort for my daughter.
that.
And one big effort for my son. I didn't know I was going to send it to him. But it'll mean a lot to him. I now know. And one for me. Proud Shoes.
I didn't think I would do this, but
By...
there's another chopper.
I Could have said Betty Friedan.
Felt again. Goes for that, didn't you?
Polly Murray, my favorite
Miss Complete Trust.
name.
What you do would be what? And this is kind of flinty woodlock.
There it is, Plentywood.
There's the bottle.
How about that? Is that? Do you see that? I'm going after it. Okay, closed. I show up.
Who's it? Who's doing some work?
Got everything right. Oh, great. Got the sparkly frame around that proves. But I might have more room at the top. I could get more dangly, funnery things.
Same as him.
You know, we're getting, taking care of the left to right. And all the rest is great.
Made my point. Wait, this does.
This
Nothing
like
did.
more gravy. That's all of it.
He's picking on the elderly. Picking on them. That's why Joe Biden's perfect.